It's a basically capital investment. That capital investment, it should continue also for the next researcher to continue the similar kind of research activities, so that until or unless you generate 4 to 5 years data, those data cannot be used for your data interpretation purpose. So friends, so I've been talking for a long time for this project. Beyond that, we have a company. The name of the company is called Genesis Technology. We are around 10 engineers we are working there. Some are BTech, some are MTechs, are instrumentation, some are from all different various fields. So we have so many vendors, either they're foreign vendors. We try to bring those products into one platform and develop a system for the scientists which is workable for them. Now I want to again go back to the again the core issues. If anybody is having their entrepreneurship skill, probably take up one technology and try to make it functional. Beyond that, you can always try in a very small way. Once it is successful, and you try to replicate and try to make it little bigger way. To become an entrepreneur, probably you don't need money. I didn't have money, so money is not the important criteria to become an entrepreneur, or it should not be the driving force to become an entrepreneur. You can be penniless, but your ideas should be good, it should be noble, and it should be approachable, it should be logical, it should be scientific, it should be economical, and it should be justifiable in front of customer. Wherever you are speaking, wherever you are talking, you have to talk logically, you have to put your point of view so that the other side is convinced. Again, coming back to the business, is a technology business is a serious game altogether. Once it is convinced, then it is much more easier for you to push your technology in front of customer. And if it works well, then you are the winner. Contrary also, the team with whom you are working, the scientific community is also winner. It's basically win-win situation for both of you. So friends, let me come back to my presentation part. This presentation is, I'll explain to you this climate change studies in India with various approaches, simulation and modeling. This presentation prepared, it's a Genesis Technology and Genesis Technology Foundation, and I'm founder director of this company. Our company website is www.genesisindia.net.in. So what are those technologies? As I have told you, those 7 technologies. Beyond that, there are few technologies I am going to explain afterwards. These are all indigenous technologies that is developed by us. One is temperature gradient tunnel, open top chamber, free air CO2 enrichment technologies, free air ozone enrichment technology, free air temperature enrichment technology, elongated tunnel, CO2 elevated bioreactors. So we have developed various systems based on those technology for different institute. As I have told you, how to develop this system. for development of system, you need to have first the system designing, the procurement of components, development of monitoring and control system, data storage, data management, system operation, and system support. So this is the first technology what we have developed. This is the open top chamber. This is a basically polycarbonate structured, and its top portion is open. These chambers are being used for CO2 temperature and ozone elevation studies. Now the question is, those chambers, if you see inside, it is 3 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter, it can be of height of 6, 7 meters. Based on the length of the crops you can grow inside. So this is a semi-closed system where you are exposing. So this is the elevated CO2 facilities capable of providing means by which the environment around growing plants may be modified to realistically stimulate future concentration of atmospheric CO2. So what you are trying to do it in normal atmosphere, you have CO2 level 380 ppm to 400 ppm. Now you are trying to expose plants inside those OTC for more than 300 or 400 ppm. It can be above 400 ppm, it can be 550 ppm, or 600, 700, or 800 ppm. Those systems are fully controlled and fully automated system. Here in the schematic what you are seeing here, there are altogether 6 chambers. You can have these 6 chambers can be used, one for control, one for temperature, one for CO2, one plus CO2 plus temperature, and another 2 levels of CO2 and temperature. Basically, you want to have a set of experiment where you are trying to develop or designing your experimental things, taking a reference control to various treatments, and you want to check the impact studies, how those temperature and CO2 level is impacting the plant growth. Again, this system again is a very complicated system, starting from the CO2 release to various chambers through solenoid, and it is purely operated through PLC. We develop our own PLC control system. This system can be wireless or wired system with a complete data logging. Once you set your parameters, this system can be running 24/7 without any interference of human interference basically, and you can have online data generation and everything. So these are the various open top chamber that what you have developed. This is again the open top chamber with various parameter with wireless communication, infrared heating system, that what you use for the temperature studies. This is also a typical open top chamber setup. We have done it for College of Agriculture that is in Gwalior. So it is basically for climate change studies, both for temperature, CO2 and ozone. You have the complete ozone generation, CO2 discharge, monitoring and control. You have power for various factors, CO2 monitors, temperature, monitoring and control system, everything. This is basically the data logging. You can see it how the system can be operated, and data can be generated online in different time interval. You can set your timetable like and how much, what is the time interval between Tuesday to two data, like either 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 1 hour. The same way it can be, it is going to generate the data. So this is a system along with the weather station with OTC. This is again developed. So this is a CO2 tank which is required to deliver or discharge CO2 for open top chamber. This is again we have developed it for College of Agriculture Gwalior. This is the instrumentation part where you have humidity sensor, power sensor, temperature sensor with radiation shield, CO2 in monitoring system, infrared, ozone monitoring system, everything is there in a particular console box. It is mounted for monitoring purpose. This is the overview. This is also the infrared heating system. Here is a top mounted IR heating system we have mounted. Here you can see the infrared heating system that is been mounted over here. So for monitoring purpose, this is the first system what we have developed for Kharagpur IIT. This is for OUT Bhubaneswar. We have developed possibly for 8 chambers for them for OUT. They are working on rice, developing high yielding rice variety which is tolerant to temperature and CO2. This is for OTC OUT Bhubaneswar. This we have developed for ICRISAT Hyderabad. This we have developed it for Bharatiya University. OTC they are working on various plants like eucalyptus and other plants. They want to study the impact of CO2 on those plants. This is for Bharatiya University. This is OTC we have developed for CPRI Jalandhar. They are working on potato. They are working on tuber based. They want to study the how plants are responding in a high exposed CO2 level and the productivity of potatoes. This we have developed for Dehradun FRI, that is the Forest Research Institute. They basically work on trees. This is a very heighted OTC. This height is almost 6 meter. I believe it is 6 to 7 meter height altogether. They work on different teak plants to check the impact of CO2 on those plants, both temperature as well as CO2 level. This we have done it for Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, TNU Division of Crop Physiology Department. They also work on various seasonal plants. This we have done it again for Tamil Nadu Agriculture University for their wetland research. Basically they work on rice, and the structure is it is round structured, and both for CO2 and temperature studies we have done this project. It's a division of microbiology and bioenergy division, I believe. So if you see the list is too long, this is almost 30-35 institute, close to 200 OTC we have developed for various crops, and they are working on it. Again, those are all Government of India topmost research project for agricultural research. So now I'm coming back to second technology, that is the free air CO2 enrichment technology. Now the question is, free air CO2 enrichment technology, it's a technology, it looks very simple externally, because in open atmosphere, as I have told earlier, the CO2 level in open atmosphere is 380 ppm to 400 ppm. Now how to increase in open atmosphere the CO2 level 650 ppm. Now all you know, the CO2 is lighter than air. It is very difficult to maintain the CO2 level in a certain 6-meter area or 7-meter area or 8-meter area in that particular concentration. Now, when you are doing the simulation or developing the system for this particular project, you need to keep a lot of factors in mind. If this system is to be operated 24/7, first of all, the CO2 release has to be in a precise form. There is no gradient atmosphere is created, number one. Number two, the distribution pattern of CO2 till the center point has to be maintained proportionally. And second part is you need to check the CO2 loss is not happening due to wind speed or wind velocity, because throughout the day, if you see, wind speed direction also changes, and you have to have the control of different arms such a way, if your wind direction moves in one direction, your supply CO2 supply to be stopped also after a certain level. So when you are developing the software, you have to have some factors which you are taking into consideration, like number one, your temperature, your wind speed, wind direction, present CO2 level, and what are the level you want to set inside the OTC, your software to be developed. The critical part is here you are playing with too many variable factors. So when you are doing any kind of simulation or mathematical modeling, then you are taking all kind of variable factors in mind. So you need to have some tolerance level or threshold limit which you can set in order to achieve the goal. So your mathematical interpretation or mathematical calculation has to be in such a way so that you can have your interpretation or coding done accordingly. So let me come back. Basically, what is phase facilities? I have told you phase facilities is capable of providing means by which the environment around growing plants may be modified to realistically stimulate future concentration of atmospheric CO2. In a precise 2 or 3 words, means when you are exposing CO2 in a specific area for growing the plants, like it is basically you are exposing CO2 for a particular area to check the growth and other factors of plants, the growth, photosynthesis, flowering pattern, the soil microflora, because once you release CO2, there are many factors that is also changed, because CO2, once it is going, it is plants use for photosynthesis. Because of the high CO2, there are some adverse effect, the flowering pattern, many things changes because of the temperature. CO2 is also directly, it impacts the temperature of this particular atmosphere at that particular time. That is also impacted the photosynthesis and other biochemical physiological activities of plants. So there are various things probably can be studied. That's why this kind of projects, it requires understanding of biology, physiology, biochemistry, even the molecular biology, a lot of microbiologists, molecular biologists, plant physiologists. It's basically teamwork to study the impact study of temperature and CO2. So to develop a phase system, you need to have CO2 tank, CO2 cylinder, vaporizer, high volume blower, octagonal one wide range ring, air distribution system, vertical vent pipes for releasing CO2 into exposed area, sensors to measure wind speed, wind direction, CO2 concentration, and finally a computer control system. That is what you require. This is a typical system. As I have told you, this is a kind of a hexagonal ring. If you see, this is a hexagonal ring. Here you have monitoring for temperature, humidity, CO2, power, anemometer for wind speed direction. So whatever signals you are trying to bring into computer, you have CO2 analyzer. CO2 is been pumping from field to this means there is a pump that is coming and constantly it is monitoring CO2 level inside the ring and trying to control and achieve the system. This is the CO2 distribution from the CO2 tank, and it has been discharged by mixing inside a air compressor with certain ratio. Then we are releasing through a pipe inside the chamber. And this is a typical control panel where you have complete data logging and control, and it is controlled through PC. So free air enrichment system we have developed for various institutes. To name a few, M.S. Swaminathan Research Foundation in Chennai, where Dr. M.S. Swaminathan is the founder of this organization. This we have developed for NBRI. This is for the impact study of CO2 on various seasonal crops and also some perennial trees, many other crops. They have a big group, they work on various plants for their research purpose. This we have developed for ICRISAT, Hyderabad. They mostly work on legumes. This we did it for JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University. You can see the brassica, the mustard seeds they are growing to see the impact studies of elevated CO2 level inside the ring. This project we did it for ISBT Palampur. This is a CSIR Research Institute. It's a high altitude. Mostly they work on Himalayan medicinal plants growing in different high altitude. So they have tried to study the elevated CO2 and temperature effect of various plants that is growing in different altitudes in Himalaya. This is Dr. M.S. Swaminathan. He came for inauguration for the project what we did for Dr. M.S. Swaminathan Research Foundation. So far we have done many projects for phase technology. Mostly I have already explained. The ICRISAT one of them, IRI, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, IRI again, NBRI, JNU, ISBT, M.S. Swaminathan Research Foundation. This is the free air temperature enrichment project that what we have developed for